James, a lot of criticism of Emmanuel Macron today, notably from the socialists, that he's given in to the far right there.
Yes, absolutely. A decision that is criticised including by Yael Braun-Pivet, who is the head of the National Assembly and who is part of Emmanuel Macron's party. So, yeah, a lot of questions around this very shocking decision. I was myself yesterday at the National Rally's event in Eastern Paris, covering it for France 24, and it was very, very clearly a surprise. To give you an example, just minutes before Emmanuel Macron made his announcement on a huge, giant screen there, I was speaking to a National Rally MP who was telling me, well, there we are, this is a result that can't be, negotiated with. We're over 30%, so Emmanuel Macron needs to dissolve the National Assembly. I mean, Bardella asked for that in his speech, but to be honest, this person was telling me, yeah, we probably won't do it. We're not expecting him to make that choice, but indeed Emmanuel Macron did. So there was a bit of shock, of course. There was obviously, when it comes to militants and party members of the National Rally, there was joy we could witness very clearly at this pavilion in Eastern Paris. And then, of course, Marine Le Pen, as you were saying, taking the stage and explaining that the party was ready to rule. But now, of course, it's going to be a sprint. I was speaking to a young National Rally party members who were telling me, well, we'll start, putting up placards and attracting tomorrow on the streets already, because of course this is going to be a very short campaign, and of course it does require the National Rally to organize in order to present candidates in every circumscription. Also try and find, a momentum in order to try and capitalize on this European victory. Of course, it's always a different game. It's a totally different ball game winning in France with national MPs rather than European MEPs. And that is, of course, what they are certainly discussing in this building behind me. For now, we've seen no one come in or out of the building. We're widely expecting to see some of the main players come along later on and indeed come and meet here at this seat of the National Rally here in the 16th arrondissement of Paris. So we'll have to see what announcements are made, what dynamics are found and what alliances are forged behind these doors.
Yeah, as you say, James, it's such a short period of time, isn't it, that they've got to work out what they're going to do. What do you think the far right will be hoping for, though, overall out of this?
Well, look, yesterday I was speaking to some party members, senior party members, telling me that, they believe that, a reasonable objective would be 180 seats in Parliament. And that, of course, would put them in a very much stronger position than they are now. For now, the National Rally has 90 seats in the French National Assembly. The question is, will they manage, and this is what they're hoping for, of course, to be the first force in the parliament, and that means choosing the prime minister and in turn choosing the government and eventually putting themselves in a situation where they would co-govern the country with Emmanuel Macron. Yesterday, there again, senior members of the party saying that quite clearly Bardella would be the prime minister in this case, others being less sure of that, but it does appear that that would be the plan. So yes, the National Rally very confident, very also organizing and trying to achieve these goals, but extremely, the people I was speaking to were of course surprised, and they were also very pleased with this result and hoping for a change. Bardella said, he said it's the end of an era, it's the beginning of a new one, and calling upon the French to join the National Rally. Yet it has to be seen whether that will happen, because if you do your maths, of course 50% of voters turned out yesterday, roughly, a little more, and of that the National Rally got 33% of the vote. You can expect a higher turnout when it comes to national elections for the Parliament.
James, thanks so much. James André, our senior reporter, joining us from outside the Rassemblement National's headquarters there.